Hi everyone, my name is Tayyib and I'll be talking to you about how this little seed changed my life and helped me take control of my own health. And also, I've got a special guest that'll be talking to us today about it all.
Hey guys, my name is Ali. When Tayyip called me about this, I was so stoked. I'm like super excited. So, talking about black seeds, but what I'm gonna tell you is, interestingly enough, I was never introduced to this from doctors or anything commercial. I was introduced to this from my mother, who learned it from her mother, and so on and so forth. So truly generational knowledge that comes from ancient sources. And when I started looking into it, I realized that there is a whole lot of value packed in a tiny little seed. There's even a hadith of the Prophet that says, the black seed is to cure to all illnesses except death. And we've seen countless usages of it. I think the first publication regarding black seeds came out in the mid 1900s. And since then, there's been a host of research. What is it made of? What does it impact? How does it absorb into the body? What are the various things it helps with? As a kid, I used to have asthma. It helped me with asthma. Honey helped me with asthma. And we find very interesting things that are with modern medicine that contradict ancient medicine, and then we find the modern guys kind of revising their stance and coming full circle on it. Back to black seed, and this is fantastic, and there's tons of different types and ways that it can be used. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's beautiful because from that you can ingest it, you can put on your skin, you can use it as a face mask, and the ways of really harnessing the power of this little seed are endless. So of course, let's get into it.
Yep.
Let's see.
Well, the way I've been using it, throughout my life, back to basics. Just they're very, very tiny seeds. You take out like a half teaspoon, you mix it with a little bit of honey, you eat it. Presto changeo. Super easy. You can also crush it up a little bit. You can also sprinkle it into the food you're cooking. A lot of bakeries will actually put it like just how you see like buns with sesame seeds on it. A lot of bakeries will put this on top of it. You can even purchase black seed oil, which is basically you squish it, you extract the oil, and then you can use it. Tons of uses, and as was just mentioned, that it can be applied as a topical ointment type of scenario. Just honey alone, and some people don't like the taste of black seed. I never really actually felt it was a strong taste, but I know some people, I have friends who don't like it. And I tell them, listen, look, in the morning, just take half a teaspoon of honey, put in a little bit of warm water, top it up with cold water, because a lot of people don't like drinking it hot, and just drink it. That's going to be like amazing for you. You have a sore throat, take a little bit of honey, put a little bit of ginger in it, have that. You've got a sore throat, boil some water with some green tea, put some black seed in it, put some honey in it, sip it slowly. Let it coat the insides, and then you'll feel, within hours, you'll start feeling a lot of comfort, a lot of ease. Within a few days, you'll definitely feel a significant improvement. I hear you on this. So growing up, yay big. Mom is always trying to push a natural remedy. This is before the term organic got popular. So she's always trying to push an organic type of, natural type of remedy from what she learned from her grandmother and grandmother. And then now we're talking about the ancient wisdom, right? Versus let's get off the shelf over medication that's commercially developed, may have a lot of side effects, whatever. Let's try the natural route first. That's kind of how I was brought up, and that's how it's always been. But I think the tipping point, let's say for me, was when I was, I think about 10, 12-ish, about that age, and my asthma was really getting out of hand, and I was taking like different inhalers and nebulizers and all of these things. One of her friends says, look, just give him a little teaspoon of honey and just crush and squish a little bit of black seeds in it. Just give it to him every morning. He likes it, he doesn't like it, just give it to him. You're having all these other medications. What's the harm? And the nice thing is there is no harm. This is natural. So it actually doesn't have harm. Either it'll work for you or it won't work for you. But that's it.
Only if you're allergic.
Yeah, you may have certain allergies. Good disclaimer. Unless you have specific allergies, these are all natural products. And I felt a significant difference. And off the inhalers, off the nebulizers. I mean, once in a blue moon, if there's a sandstorm outside or if something triggered my allergy. But other than that, on a daily requirement, didn't need it. So to be honest with you, you just got to kind of bring it into habit. You're having a nice cup of green tea, just sprinkle a couple of seeds in there. You won't even notice it, and something good is going inside. So I think it's both sides. You've got the preventative side, and then you've got the healing side, and it's great to tackle it from both ways.
Awesome.
So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you how to put a couple of these things together. But first thing first, black seed, as what we've been calling it, and while we were on our little break, we had a little interesting discussion. In different parts of the world, it has different names. So the Indian subcontinent referred to it as kalonjis. So if you're going to search for it in your local store, and you ask them, "Oh, do you have black seed?" The guy might not know it. You say, "Okay, do you have kalonji?" Maybe the guy knows it. In Arabic, it's known as
Habba Sauda or Habbat al-Baraka. And I think the sort of platonic name, the herbal name is Nigella Sativa, which I think probably if you're in the western side of the world, that's what you should be looking for.
Or also known as Nigella seed. So lots of different names. Between any one of those, guaranteed you'll find it. Even if you look online, you'll find it. You can even order it on Amazon. So it's super simple. So what does it look like? It's let me just take out a little bit. These are tiny little seeds. They look like dried up tea leaves, super tiny. I think we can plug in a little close-up shot into the video later for you guys to see. And all you got to do is you take a little bit of this tiny seed, and then you put it into the tea. You have hot water. Oh, can you grab the lid for me, please?
Of course.
And then you drop in the tiny seeds. And then it's up to you. You can just leave that for a couple of minutes. You can put in like a Moroccan tea bag into it, or a mint and green tea bag into it, whatever. You're going to create your flavor profile for your palate. And then if you want to sweeten it, again, optional, put some quality honey in, and not like a tablespoon, right? Just like a half teaspoon. Start with that. If it doesn't feel sweet enough, you can always add a little bit more. And then when it's done, let me grab a cup, just pour it out. Essentially, you're good to go.
Ooh. It's my bad.
Oops. You pour it out, you're good to go. You have a drink. Enjoy. And I think keep it simple. Just integrate it with your daily routine. You wake up in the morning, or you have an afternoon tea, or after your lunch break, you want to have a coffee. Swap out your coffee with this. Just integrate it in, and trust me, give it a little bit of time. Your body will start immediately feeling the difference. It's packed full of amazing things. WebMD has a massive article on it that walks you through all the research that's also been done on this, and it's a great resource to have. You can crush it up a little bit if you want. It's really tiny. I know some people. I got a friend of mine. He literally wakes up in the morning. He has a jar in his kitchen. He goes there, takes half a teaspoon, puts in his mouth, gulps, a glass of water, and he moves on with his day. He's like, I don't got time to make teas. Eats it just like that. So whatever works. It's a great resource to have and to integrate into your daily life.
Yeah, and I think that's great. And obviously, try and not make a mess like I just did. But definitely, that's the way. I feel everyone has a different lifestyle. It's just a way of incorporating it, making sure you find the right ingredients from the right trusted place. And for me, I had nothing to lose when I started trying it. I learned so much about it. I did a bit of research, but I just went for it and tried it, incorporated it in my day-to-day, doing it once or twice a day when I woke up and before I went to sleep. And within a few weeks, I saw a massive difference in my life. So that's a personal story, but like I said, it's safe if you get it from the right source. You have nothing to lose. And even if you have nothing really to attend to medically and physically, prevention is the best medicine. And this has been proven to really be anti-everything, anti-cancer, anti-inflammation, anti-inflammatory. And with the research we've done as well, like at House of Wisdom, try to look more into the research side of it in terms of just reading, necessarily running the research. And we saw that there's over 350 research papers that actually just focused on Black Cumin Seed and its benefits. So I've got nothing to lose. Thank you for your time, Ali. And on another note, this is just one of the few things that ancient wisdoms left for us that only now modern science is starting to back. Personally, it's very close to my heart. Living here in the Middle East, being Muslim, being told that every single day, learning about it, studying it, and even me, it took me a while to start incorporating it or taking it semi regularly. So I guess we're here to push you to take that leap of faith, to try it out. And this will only be the first of many remedies that we'll be bringing out, whether it's in Islamic, because Islamic medicine is a big source, but there's also more ancient wisdoms that we can also think about and talk about, whether it's Ayurveda, Indian wisdom, or traditional Chinese medicine, which all have such a wealth of knowledge and wisdom.
True. I can't wait. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed our saffron bottle. We'll get to it next time. I'm also very keen on talking about ginger. People so downplay the importance of ginger. It is I mean, it's worth its weight in gold. That root is fantastically amazing for the human health. But that's for next time.
And if you'd like to get your own remedy and recipe for this, the link will be in the description below. And looking forward for next time.